Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to say thank you for coming to our presentation today. It's great to see you all. Let me introduce myself. My name is Seno Aji. I am student from Bina Sarana Informatika University. Okay. In this presentation, I would like to talk about for for five for link, and the link first is theme coronavirus outbreak. United States surpass Italy for most COVID-19 deaths. The presented situation outlines the severity of the COVID-19 pandemic with a global spread of case and significant challenge faced by the United States in particular. The escalating number of cases and deaths, coupled with the struggle to make decisions about reopening schools and religious service, highlights the complexity and the profound impact of the virus on various aspects of society. The apparent tension between the need for public safety measures and the desire to resume normal activities, such as attending religious service, is a critical issue. It reflects the delicate balance that government and local authorities must navigate to protect public health while considering economic and social implications. The decision to allow gatherings, particularly for religious service on Easter Sunday, underscores the challenge in achieving a unified approach to combat the virus. The variation in state response from enforcing quarantine measures to allowing gathering reveal the lack of a cohesive national strategy and highlight the difficulties in implementing consistent public health measures across different regions. The personal impact on individuals, as illustrated by Pastor Timothy Coles, experience with COVID-19, and the subsequent challenge faced by his congregation, adds a human dimension to the crisis. The shift in focus from filling church on Easter Sunday to a more cautious approach of reopening business online aligns with the evolving understanding of the virus seriousness. President Trump's decision to form a new task force to study the reopening of business reflects a recognition of the complexity involved. However, the warning from health experts, including those at the World Health Organization and within the White House, about the potential consequences of lifting lockdown measures to early emphasize the need for a balanced and science-based approach. The postponement of the school year in America Large District, as decided by New York Mayor, acknowledge the severity of the situation and prioritize public safety over a rush return to normalcy. In my opinion, the situation highlights the need for a coordinated and evidence-based response at both the national and international levels. Next, to the link number 2. Why a learning is killing education? The speaker raised a critical issue in education, emphasizing the disconnect between the current state of a learning and its potential to address global challenge. The problem is highlight lies in the neglect of the human aspect in education, as technology-centric approach overshadow the fundamental importance of people and their learning process. The critique of traditional lecture-based model and ineffective implementation of a learning resonates with the idea that simply transferring offline methods to an online format doesn't necessarily enhance learning. The speaker argues that we have lost sight of the essence of education, the human experience, and the way people learn. The proposed solution of incorporating storytelling into a learning is compelling. The speaker argues that storytelling aligns with our historical and instinctual ways of learning, creating engagement, empathy, and personal meaning. By emphasizing the power of scenario and story-based learning, the speaker advocates for a more effective and engaging approach that aligns with how our brains naturally absorb information. The example provided involving Stephen, his granddaughter Rose, adds depth to the argument by introducing the element of discrimination faced by an indigenous family in a seemingly routine bank visit. The speaker highlights the importance of understanding and empathy in education. This narrative approach aims to teach complex skills such as problem solving and collaboration, crucial for addressing real world challenges. In conclusion, the speaker's opinion is well founded, emphasizing the need for a paradigm shift in education. The call to prioritize people and embrace storytelling in a learning alliance with research and effective learning methodologies. By doing so, the speaker suggests that education can not only become more engaging, but can also contribute meaningfully to solving global issues by nurturing the skill required for the future work. And next to the link number 3, food was is the world dumbest problem. The problem of food was convincingly presented in the video, highlighting the environmental and societal consequences of discarding large amount of food. The food can developed an MIT serves as an innovative solution to address this issue by redistributing surplus food within the MIT community. The speaker effectively communicated the severity of the food waste problem, linking in to climate change and resource depletion. The staggering statistic about the amount of uneaten food in the USA and its contribution to greenhouse gas emission make a compelling case for the urgent need to address this issue. The food camp is portrayed as a practical and community-oriented solution, leveraging technology to combat food was within a specific setting. By using a simple system of taking picture of leftover food and sharing it with the community. The food can promote a culture of reducing waste and encourages individual to consume surplus food rather than letting to go to waste. The speaker also delves into the broader context of food waste, discussing consumer behavior, the size refrigerators and plate size as contributing factors. The example provided, such as the reduction in food waste at UC Santa Barbara by eliminating trash in the dining hall, underscores the influences of small changes in behavior and infrastructure on reducing waste. In my opinion, the video effectively highlights the importance of addressing food waste is a crucial step in mitigating climate change and promoting sustainability. The food can serve as a noteworthy example of practical, technology-driven solution that can be implemented at the community level. However, it's important to recognize that while technological solutions are valuable, a comprehensive approach involving education, policy change, and individual behavior modification is necessary to tackle the broader issue of food waste on a global scale. Next, to the link of number 4, overpopulation. The human explosion explained. The presented information provides a comprehensive overview of the historical trajectory of global population growth and the four-stage process of demographic transition. The narrative effectively dispels the myth of perpetual overpopulation and highlights the transformative impact of socio-economic development on birth rates. The exploration of the demographic transition states using the example of the United Kingdom helps them study the notion of overpopulation. It clarifies that high birth rates are not intrinsic to certain culture, but rather appears in a broader process. The transition from high birth and death rates to lower birth and death rates is linked to industrialization, improved living conditions, and advancements in healthcare and education. The analysis of the global demographic transition suggests that many countries are already progressing through this stage, with some having completed the transition. The emphasis on progress made in developing regions such as Bangladesh, Malaysia, South Africa, and Iran challenge the stereotype that only developed nations experience demographic transition. The argument that even as overall population growth continues due to past population explosion, the rate is slowing because the younger generation is having fewer children than their parents is crucial. This insight counters the fear of unhacked population growth and underscores the importance of considering generational change in fertility rates. The call for support and programs that address child mortality and aid in the development of poorer national is a key takeaway. It emphasizes the interconnectedness of global demographic trends and the role that international assistance can play in facilitating demographic transition in various regions. In my opinion, the information presented is informative and challenges common misconceptions about overpopulation. It underscores the importance of understanding demographic transition and support the idea that social and economic development, coupled with supportive programs, can effectively manage population growth worldwide. The emphasis on global cooperation in addressing this challenge resonates as a constructive and forward-looking solution. Okay, thank you very much for your great attention, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully, we can meet again soon in the future. Thank you, good afternoon, and see you. Bye bye.